Right then. So then I strap. So what I'm gonna do is go through the confirmations, the plan, the times, the process of how it happens. So firstly, the timetable. Monday to Thursday, 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. That is the allocated time. So the trading time is from in that time, and in that time, you're not needing to be glued to your charts. You can be reading a book, learning Spanish, doing things that don't require your full concentration. When you see the confluences line up on the chart, that's when you need to give it your attention. So, what I first do when I get to the chart, we'll take an example. We'll go Monday, no, November. We'll go November. So, start of November, we got Monday the 4th at 5 p.m. forward. So get this to five. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at 5 o'clock. Now, when I log into the chart, I look at what's where we are on the higher time frame. So if we look at the daily, we notice that we've got imbalance here. So we know that price is going to be heading to that point at some point because it's just had this break of structure. So we've just brought this lower, and we're going to need to retrace to fill that imbalance to push lower. So that's what the daily is looking like. Now go to the 4 hour. Are we making signs that we're going to push up, or we're going to look to carry on going down to now sweep this 1 hour? So we look on here, we see that we've tapped into a 1 hour candle, but we didn't manage to break this low before retracing into that. So I wouldn't trust the sells from here. So 30 minutes, 15. So because we didn't manage to break that low, the two options are push up past here or push lower to here. So keep on going up and head up to the imbalance, daily imbalance, or push down to create the opportunity to go further. So now that we've sort of looking at the agenda, I jump down to the lower time frame, and this is when I'm looking for the 5 minute imbalance fills and the candles. So here there hasn't been any candles that have been left. It's just the imbalance. We've got a 15 minute there, so that's quite nice actually. So it's adding confluence to this area here. Now we've got 1 minute imbalance, mark that 15. So what I'd like to see is if we either keep on pushing up to get in on the continuation move or to push down into this area here. So this is when I'd have the 1 minute screen on the left and the 5 minute screen on the right. This is how I'd monitor it. So I'd be watching on both times and looking for the 5 minute candles or the 1 minute breaker structures, which we'll get onto now if it comes back down. Right, so we've reached the 5 minute imbalance. and it's produced a chandelier exit. So it's come down to this area here. It's shown a reactive move off of it. So that would be your entry. We go for 50 points, well, 1 to 5, because that's a bit more points. Oh, wait, sorry. So before that, we're looking at the take profits. So if I jump onto the 15, we've got a 15-minute candle here with imbalance below it. So that would be the safe first point of exit. But you could also, if you were, you know, going for it, go for this imbalance here, which never do. I'd never leave it for that. Um, but anyway, 1 to 5 would be absolutely adequate. So, plus, you and mate will massively appreciate it if you just take it humbly. So, we can see there, goes up to that 50-minute imbalance, touches it, and see if it keeps going up. So, that is why, exactly why, you always, um, take your profit, and 1 to 5 is 5% at 1% risk, which is more than adequate. But here we have pretty much the perfect setup. We have the 1 minute break of structure. So that's thing one, number one. 1 min break of structure. Number two is that 5 minute imbalance. Number three is the entry, which is the chandelier exit. Number four is your take profit imbalance. Or is it heading towards imbalance? So that's the top and bottom of the the strategy. Now there's a few more variables involved. So that's an imbalance entry. So we've got two types of entries. We've got the imbalance entry, which is where you see it on the 5 minute and you see it fill. See this, I mark both of them because that could have come further down, but because it produced the chandelier exit, that gave me my indication to buy it. So let's just carry on just on this day and we'll pretend that we missed that entry. So let's say we missed that entry and we're sort of still looking. So we know there's imbalance here in the 15-minute candle. Now, even though it hasn't broken this low, we have got a lot of imbalance here, liquidity here. So you would like price to push down, or if it is going to give you an indication that it's going to push down, to be in the sell. So we see that price pushes up. So we're into this 15-minute imbalance. Now, if that had broken that structure and this produced an entry like this on the 1 minute, where we have a 1 minute candle, 1 minute imbalance, a chandelier exit, then they're very nice entry models. But because we didn't break that structure, I would look for a 1 minute breaker structure or a 5 minute banker's candle to take us down. So here we have a 5 minute banker's candle with the imbalance. So break of structure. So now that we've got the break of structure, look how appealing that is. So it's a 1 minute candle, 1 minute imbalance coming off of a probable area. So you didn't take the trade from the actual area. You waited for more of a confirmation. You waited for the 1 minute breaker structure, another chandelier exit, 5 minute banker's candle, which is there. So, you could, what I'd probably do is because that's quite a small stop loss, I always pad. So, push down a bit. And then again, I'll stick to the 1 5. So we're in, there we go. So we came up to the broke the structure, came into the 1 minute balance, into the 1 minute candle, the 5 minute candle. And you see, if I'd have had my stop loss there, you're risking getting taken out. But because that's only 7 points, if you get under 10 points of a stop loss, it's a very clean and easy lot size. So I always aim for 10 points stop loss, 50 points take profit. So the confluence is there. We'll see. Does that end up going for anyway? So that's the 1 at 5. So again, let's just pretend that you didn't get that entry. So you didn't like it, you didn't think there was enough confluence. So you're looking again, 1 minute break of structure. Do we have a 5 minute candle? There we have a 5 minute candle. So we've come into that. Chandelier exit after touching it. And plus notice on this one, there's no imbalance to fill. It's all filled. But again, that's 6.4. So I'd pad that and then take profit at 1 to 5. So that'd be a loss. Yeah, this would be a situation if you chose to go to break even after a certain time. I personally wouldn't. I've had too many trades that have taken me out at break even and gone straight to my take profit. But however, say you came out of that trade there, you still got this area. So we'll see on the 5 minute, nothing, 15 minute. So it's still coming to a decent area. Now, does this give us a break of structure and a re-entry? So 5 minute, another 5 minute candle, delete that. Comes to the 5, produces a CE. That's your entry, that's your stop loss. 1 to 5. Yeah, um, What's that? One, two, three. Three wins, one loss in a day. So that's basically a walkthrough. Now, these are some examples. So we have here for our imbalance. So I was watching this. This was at 7 o'clock. Price came into here, had a 1 minute break of structure, came up to a 5 minute candle, um, came into a 5 minute candle, produced that was actually the CE. But as you can see with where my stop loss was, I didn't trust it. Um, but again, that was nine point stop loss, 1.5 4 hour imbalance TP. So that was the candle called a shooting star one. These are very, very favourable. That's a keynote, is that that's one you need to write down. The shooting star where it's small like that are very good. Um, so yeah, 1 minute break of structure, the most important thing. 5 minute candle, CE. If the so CE, 4 hour imbalance take profit. So here we have another perfect um, filled this break of structure of the leg, comes back down. Now, what you could have done is taken in here the chandelier exit, which would have been that one, to take it away, but we had a 1 minute break of structure against trend. So that would be extremely risky. So come into this area, I've waited till price had a 1 minute break of structure, which left a 5 minute candle, which was this one here. Mm, engulfing candle, chandelier exit, 1 hour bankers candle, TP. So, yeah, 1 minute break of structure. Came back down here to fill 5 minute IPO. Chandelier exit. Got back in on the imbalance fill. Almost stopped me out. 4 hour IPO. Here, this was not a 5 minute. This was took out liquidity. 1 minute break of structure. Most important thing. 1 minute candle. 1 minute imbalance. Now I had my take profits set down here, but took it out there for some reason. That was the 5 minute candle involved as well. Perfect, absolute perfect. Um, 1 minute break of structure, 5 minute candle, tapping into somewhere, chandelier exit. That was it there. Perfect trade. You know, everything was lining up to go up. Um, that is a great one. 1 minute break of structure in an in 1 hour imbalance. Came up to it. I took it straight from the 5 minute imbalance because the stop loss was below 10 points or around 10 points. You could have waited for the chandelier exit. That's that. This was the 5 minute view. This was like a quick scalp, 1 minute bit of structure. That's the 1 minute candle, straight down to a 1 hour IPA. We had a break of structure of a leg. So we had this one, which is number one, two. Um, that broke here. Then we came up. had another one, came back up to the 1 minute imbalance, not the candle, got in 1 to 5. Now, this is all from 8, 5 o'clock to 8:30 November. There has been in the 3 weeks, um, you know, in total, an 8% possibility at 1% risk. The strategy, top and bottom, last thing, you're looking you're monitoring. Where do you think's price going? Is it going up to that 4 hour? If it is, jump down on the lower time frame. The lower time frame is king. You are watching what is going on. You are looking for that 1 minute breaker structure. If your heart is set on it buying, but it produces the confluences and the the sells, you take the sells, and then you have both the buy take profit and the sell take profit. But like I say, 1 to 5 is more than adequate. So imbalance entries, chandelier exit. When you have a banker's candle or small TP, small stop loss entries, take it straight from it. So back testing. So with the back testing, I have this is how I do it. So where is the drawing? So I I do mine writing. I don't really like I do both. I do electronic. No, sorry, for back testing, I just do written. 1, 2, 5. Oh, so this is what I do. Day of week, time, direction, um, direction. So day of week, time, direction, which is buying or selling. Um, what else was it? Um, no, that's win, loss, profit, loss. 2 seconds. I think with the amount that I've done, I remember the middle one, but it's confirmations. I thought it was. So this is where you're at your confirmations. So, and what I do is in the margin, write the date I started. So, 04, 11, 24. So you know where you're at with that one. And then every time you get to the end of the week, you write your next one, 11, 11, 24. And then just, yeah, when on your back tests, reverse it to 5 p.m. Every time you find one, remember 1 minute Baker structure, 5 minute banker's candle imbalance, wait for it to come in, enter on a CE or straight away.